What's up, everybody? How you doing? Let me know if you're here in the chat. Man, I still didn't figure out a way to get rid of Siri. Does anybody know? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I'm going to try and figure that out now, or else it's going to bug me the whole time. Hmm. There we go. She gone. She gone. Siri gone. George and Molly are here. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Jack? Olivia, Lucas, Isaac, Zoe. Man, the whole crew here. The whole gang here. Ian Broadhagen, Phineas. Oh, all my favorite people. My best friends, my favorite people are here. Hey, anybody excited that it's Wednesday and you're here at Bethel Students Live on YouTube? Come on, let me know. Give me a woo woo in the chat or a yeet. Am I even allowed to say those things anymore? I'm gonna be turning 28 later this year. Is that even allowed? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Am I getting too old? I want to hear it from you guys. We got lots of yeets. Maddie says I'm too old. Okay, okay. 28 is the new 18. Okay. Yeah, back in my skinny days. I remember those days. My knees used to work a lot better on the skateboard. Now, got some pretty bad arthritis. No, I don't actually have arthritis, but hey, I am so glad that each and every single one of you are here, and I'm sure more of you are going to be tuning in very shortly. This is something new that we're doing. Me, I'm in my living room. You might be in your living or bedroom at home. You're watching on your phone, your tablet, maybe on the computer or TV, and it's different, right? Like we're here at home and you're at home, and this is the best that we can do. But I'm really thankful that you've made the commitment. Last week we kind of unveiled the word that God has given us for this year: commitment or committed. So why don't you go ahead and throw it up in the chat? Committed. Just type out the word in all caps and like 10 exclamation marks. Committed. We're going to be committed this year to following God in everything that he has for us. And two of the ways that we were talking about that was, number one, being here on Wednesdays at Bethel Students Live, and then hey, one day when we get to meet in person, then as well. But for the time being, we want to make sure that we're committed to being here with each other. I know it's different, I know it's tough, and I'm going to be hearing from you a little bit in your stories and what's been going on with you guys. But number two, I want to let you know something really important quick, if you don't know about that yet. And we are on, I believe, day 7 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. So go ahead and check out this. Should come up in a second. Yes, there is this where is it? There we go. The sync between my laptop and what's actually happening on YouTube is about 10 seconds, so I see it a lot later. We're doing 21 days of prayer and fasting Devo together. So kind of two ways that we talked about connecting and staying committed is joining in every Wednesday night, the best that we can, and joining in on this prayer and fasting Devo. And if you haven't signed up yet and you haven't done it, that's totally okay. We're only 1 week in, so you can just double up each day and you will be caught up exactly a week from now. So we would love you to do that. Hey, if you've been committing to doing this prayer and fasting Devo, I just want you to throw up in the chat right now. Don't actually throw up. Throwing up would be bad. But let me know in the chat if you've been enjoying the Devo so far, and if you've loved it. Go ahead and throw that up. Again, don't throw up, but throw it up in the chat and let me know if you've checked it out or not yet. Here, I'll put it up one more time for you. It's called 21 Days of Prayer and Fasting, aka The Sauce, and you can find that on the YouVersion Bible app. So if you don't have that yet, it's on both Android, Apple, Google Plus, all that kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what Google has for phones. I don't have Google stuff. But anyways, it's on all platforms, all apps, app stores. So you can go ahead and download that for free, and then search in the devotion section for 21 days of prayer and fasting. Hey, I'm reading now that a bunch of you have been doing it and you've been loving it. That's so awesome. I really believe that as we continue to be in the Word of God, we continue to pray, we continue to fast, we do these things together. It's not for like a religious tradition. It's not just we do it because we're supposed to or because Pastor Carlo said it's good for you, but it's actually some of the best ways to be able to connect with our Heavenly Father. And if you felt like that over these last weeks, if you've been committed to prayer and fasting and reading God's Word, I just want to ask you, just throw it up in the chat. You don't have to type exactly what it was, but if you feel like you've had a stronger relationship with God even in these last 7 days, go ahead and throw up some praise hands or something in the chat to let me know how it's been going. If you've been enjoying it, if you feel like God has been speaking to you about 21 days of prayer and fasting. I know I've really enjoyed it, and it's a really quick devo, and you'll actually notice I'm gonna bring it up here, and I wanna remind you of what it said on day 1. Okay, I want to remind you of what it said on day 1. It's asking you to do a few things each day, because the devos literally take like 15 seconds to read. It talks about having a certain time. So if you've been enjoying this, but maybe you kind of struggle with devos and you feel like you're all over the map of when to do it, pick a time of the day. If you can actually commit to, let's say, like 7 a.m. or maybe you're a night hawk like me and you want to do more like a 9 p.m. or something like that, pick a certain time of the day and stick to that time. Okay, stick to that time to do your devotion. Have a certain place. So I would just suggest this being your kind of like confined space. So your bedroom, that safe place for you. Get away from all the distractions, maybe your siblings, anything like that, and make sure that you have a time and a place. And the third one that Pastor Mike, who wrote these devos with his church, a church called Transformation Church, he also talks about having a certain plan. So it's not wrong that we just kind of crank open our Bible and kind of read something random, or we just read the devo, but have an actual plan. Have a plan when you go to meet with God. Okay, so he says he does something called the Thirsty 30, and I love it. That's something that I've been trying my best to stay committed to this past week as we've been doing this fasting and prayer devo. And he splits it up, this plan, into 3 segments, 10 minutes each. So 10 minutes of worship, and that could look different for everybody. That might be, I know so many of you are artists and painters, so maybe you put on some worship music and you paint. Maybe some of you love to write and you're very poetic and you can worship in that kind of way. Some of you are musicians and you just want to you just want to sing, you want to write your own songs, whatever that would look like. Spend 10 minutes of time worshiping God. And maybe you're sitting here, Carlo, like, okay, I'm not good at art, I'm not poetic, and I can't sing or play the guitar. Hey, that's totally okay. God's not interested in all the things that you can do for him. He's interested in you just being with him. So throw on your favorite worship playlist on Spotify or YouTube and take 10 minutes to just soak in the presence of God. Okay, 10 minutes of worship, 10 minutes of prayer. Take time praying, just telling God what's on your heart. He already knows. It's no secret to him, right? So let him know the things that are on your heart. But also in our times of prayer, we need to listen, right? I believe it's in the book of James that talks about how we need to be slow to speak. So it's actually okay to sit in the waiting, sit in the silence for a little bit and just ask the Holy Spirit to speak to you in those moments. So 10 minutes of worship, 10 minutes of prayer. And the third thing for the Thirsty 30, can you write Thirsty 30 in the chat so I know that you're hearing me? Prayer, worship, and reading your Bible. So there actually is each day some text to go along with the devotion, and you'll notice it's only maybe 1 or 2 lines of text. Don't be a cheater. Read the whole chapter. There's actually a good principle of reading the full context of what that author in the Bible was talking about at that time. It's going to help you better understand. Okay, so Thirsty 30, go ahead, throw that up in the chat. And I hope that you have chosen to continue to be committed. Hey, and if you made a mistake, you feel like you missed a day, there's no shame in that. Can I just say I've missed a day so far this week, but I've caught up. So make sure that you join us. I'm going to put the slide up there one more time so you can see it if you haven't yet, and you can download the 21 days of prayer, fasting, and 21 days of prayer and fasting devo found on the YouVersion Bible app. Okay. Anyways, I'm stoked about what's going on for tonight. I'm going to not say their names, but we have two special guests that will be joining us all the way from Hawaii. Yes, they are in Hawaii right now. They are dear, dear friends of mine and yours, and we get to tune in with them live here tonight and later in the evening, okay? But first up, we got some videos to play for you, so check these out. Baby Ben. Telephone Ben. Ben with no arms. Dirt Bike Ben. Rockstar Ben. Cat Ben. Sometime with Ben.
Hey guys, we're gonna do a live intro today. Sorry, I forgot the melody. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I totally forgot the melody. Just roll the intro. So, the other day, I was on Amazon, and like any normal person would, I was trying to buy some dehydrated water, and I was having a very hard time finding the best value for money. So, like any normal person would, I didn't use a generic, boring search engine. Who uses Bing anyways? Instead, like any normal person would, I called someone.
Merci d'avoir choisi Amazon aujourd'hui. Comment je pourrais vous aider?
Yes. Hi. I was just browsing the web, and I was looking for the best 100% organic BPA-free low-sodium dehydrated water, and I can't seem to find any. I need help with this urgently.
Pardon?
Did you not just hear me? Hello?
C'est parce que je ne parle pas en anglais, hein? T'es qui, toi?
I'm sorry, are you speaking another language?
Oui.
When I arrived at Canada, I expected everything to be in the English language. What is this?
Oui, je pourrais aussi t'offrir un autre de nos produits. Ça s'appelle le Langoro Translator. Je pense vraiment que ça peut être utile pour toi et ça peut vraiment t'aider à mieux comprendre.
Honestly, I'm still having a hard time understanding you.
Oui, je vais t'envoyer ça tout de suite. C'est quoi ton adresse?
I still can't understand French.
Non. Attends un peu, là. Where is your maison?
I live in a bungalow. I don't have a mansion, lady.
Maison, là, house, je pense. House? Where is your house?
Oh, house? Oh, I live on a farm.
Ah oui, c'est correct. Là, je vais t'envoyer ça tout de suite. J'ai toute l'information que j'ai besoin.
Okay, I've had enough. You know, I am very tempted to hang up on you right...
A few moments later. Six and a half hours later.
This is really good. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. I had my voice muted, but now we should be good. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat. Yes, okay, we're back. Good. Guys, I got 3 computers going at the same time here. Sorry about that. I was saying, thank you, Ben, so much for making those videos each week. Anybody love some time with Ben? I love spending some time with Ben each week. And if you need any tips on places to get some dehydrated water, or you want a Langogo device, make sure that you contact Ben in the chat, and he knows his stuff, so he can definitely hook you up. Anyways, I want to move on to another segment that we started last week. So why don't you check it out here?
Scare Cam.
Imagine being scared.
Play it one more time for you.
Imagine being scared.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that was Joseph and not Victoria, and I'm pretty sure that you gave your dad a heart attack in that moment. It looks like he completely just fell over and passed out. I'm not sure if he is okay or not. I haven't seen him since you sent me that video, but hopefully you didn't scare the life out of him. Literally. Anyways, Joseph, you are the winner, because obviously you did a good job and it was funny, but nobody really sent me any videos, and I didn't understand why. I wasn't expecting just one video to come in, so that was kind of a bummer. Not gonna lie, I wanted to make sure that we have fun segments where you can send in your own videos to win prizes delivered to you or emailed to you every week. So we might try this one more time, and then if not, we'll can it. If you don't feel like making videos, that's all good, no pressure. But we will have another one coming up next week, so stay tuned online. Victoria says, I'm not scary. That's debatable. Just kidding. You're awesome. Hey, we are going to move on to the next segment, and this is always one of my favorites because we get to hear from you and what's going on with you. But before we do that, I know that you guys are on your computers, on your devices, you're online a lot. Like, I know that you're on a lot. So what I want you to do right now in the chat is let me know how many hours a day, okay, just one day, and how many hours a day do you have to spend, or do you end up spending on your computer or tablet or phone, whatever you got to do when it comes to your schoolwork. I'd love to hear from you to just have a better understanding of how many hours you're already on Zoom or Google Meets or whatever you and your the class is using. So make sure you let me know in the chat, and I would love to just know, yeah, how many hours a week, or hours a day, sorry, are you on the computer? Okay, awesome. We have a couple coming in now. Remember, there's a latency here, so I'm just going to take a minute or two to read them. Cool. Yeah, it looks like most of you are between the 4 and 6 average hours. Some of you are spending a little more time in school, some of the older students. Joseph says, yo, many. I don't know if that was supposed to be so many or if he meant yo many, but I hope he meant yo many. Too many, but two is spelt wrong. Nice. Just kidding. I'm not picking on your typing. I'm worse. Yeah, so it looks like, and that's just one day. So if some of you are spending, more than 5 or 6 hours a day, like that's exhausting. That's exhausting. And this is not the time where I'm going to be like, okay, tips from Pastor Carlo on how to do your schoolwork faster. Bryden says anything between 0 and 16. Nice. But I do want to be cautious of how much screen time you're having to have every single day. I know that's a lot, so I want to continue to develop ways where you and I can connect on a personal basis, me as your youth pastor along with the other leaders, and also what we can do on Wednesdays. So if there's anything that we can help you with when it comes to balancing all these kinds of things, if there's advice that we could help give you that you have questions about, or maybe there's something that we could partner with you in prayer for, myself and the other leaders that are in the chat right now as well, we would absolutely love to do that. And most of you have our contact info, but if not, you can find my email and Instagram and stuff like that on the website. And yeah, we would love to get connected with you, pray for you, help you out in whatever way we can. That being said, Joseph, you are the winner, so you can expect a gift card brought to your house at some point in the next week, and then you'll get to enjoy that prize. And then we will let you know what the prize may be for next week if you actually send in some videos. That'd be cool. Anyways, let's go to our next segment.
Your vote plus other votes can make a lot of votes. So make sure you vote. Because every vote counts. Every vote, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Every vote counts. Every vote counts. All votes count. Every vote counts.
Awesome. This is our segment for this week called Every Vote Counts. It's something that we've been doing since last week when we started it. Oh, can't do that. I guess I got to stay on this one. That's okay. So I might not always be able to see you guys and what you're saying unless I can do this. Yes, there we go. Okay. I think, yes, now we're good. Awesome. So last week we did a Marvel movie battle, and we, I believe it was Captain America who took the win, which was pretty surprising to me. But I was stoked on that. Captain America's pretty cool. He's pretty hardcore. He's a good guy. But this week, as you can see, if you can read what's in there, we are going to find out what is the best fast food. All right, we got to figure out what is the best fast food. Now, before we get onto this, if there is anything on here that you think should be traded for something else, now is your chance to let me know in the chat. If you see something on here that's like, nah, I'm just going to put it out there, Arby's, I think should not be on there. And I think we should have Chick-Fil-A twice. That's how good it is. But we're not going to do that. So if you see your favorite fast food chain, or the best fast food that you've had, and it's not on there, and you think it deserves to be traded out for something else, go ahead right now. Let me know in the chat. Type it in there, and you got I'll give you 30 seconds to let me know, and I'll make a decision biasly if I think you're right or you're wrong, but we'll find out. And actually, as you do that, I'm going to get a bubbly because I don't have a drink. See if you can hear this. Nice. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Subway is life. Five Guys. Oh, that's pretty good. In and Out. Oh my goodness. Trade Arby's for Five Guys. Five Guys. Bar Burrito. Keep Bar Burrito. McDonald's stays. In and Out for McDonald's. In and Out is really good. It is American, but Speedy Carlo. Speedy. What's Speedy? Is that the place with the shakes? McDonald's leaves for In and Out. ASMR. Switch Arby's for Five Guys. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch Arby's here. Oops. We're going to switch Arby's for Five Guys. Right on. Okay, what else? Is there anything else that we should be switching out here? Nah. Arby's is where it's at. Nah. No way, man. Nobody wants old sandwich meats over price sandwich meats. It's no good. No, you can run fast. Oh, you're just talking about how fast I went and got my bubbly. I'm fasting pop for the next 2 months, by the way. So, this is the next best thing. Dairy Queen is dessert. Joseph, I can't tell if you are doing that on purpose or not, but it's making me laugh so hard. You were quick to get the drink. Speedy is not a fast food restaurant. Okay, guys. Bar Burrito with Denny's. Denny's is a fast food. You sit down in that restaurant and you have a waiter and all that kind of stuff. Sonic Burger. The Grill and Chill. Never heard of that one, but I want it. I want to try it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to leave it like this. There we go. If that's okay. And let me see here. Let's figure out. Let's figure out where who's going to be the winner. We're going to find out who's going to be the winner here. Okay, I'm going to do one of these, and I don't know if it's going to mess up the screen, but we're about to find out. I got like layers of tabs going on right now. Anybody have this one before? Blackberry cherry? No, blackberry bubbly? No cherry. It's pretty good. My favorite bubbly. Yep, that messed it up. So we're going to bring it back out. Okay, so I won't be able to see you guys as we do this. I might have to skip back and forth. But let's start at the top. Our first ones are McDonald's and Bar Burrito. So we're going to have some votes here in the chat. But even more than the votes, I would love to know some reasons why. Should we have McDonald's or Bar Burrito move on? You let me know in the chat. All right, let's see what we got so far. McDonald's. Happy Meals. That's a good point. The fries. Bar Burrito is better. And chicken nuggies. Not nuggets, nuggies. I agree with you. I also call them nuggies. Atticus says they're soggy, and who wants soggy fries? That's farting words. Whoa. Ben Eniger, Barburrito. It's so much better. Real food, not as processed. Better food for your money. I mean, when I do get Barburrito, I'm definitely more full. But I don't know if processed is much of a threat here when it comes to fast food. All right, guys. I think we're gonna have to go with McDonald's. I think McDonald's is. Oh, we got to start the tournament. How do we start? There we go. Start tournament. I think McDonald's is the winner. McDonald's is the winner. Okay, next one we got Subway and Tim Hortons, and I think this one is going to be a doozy. I think this one is going to have a little bit of argument going on in the chat. So, Ben, no one cares about health. Wow. No one cares about Happy Meals. We love clogged arteries. You don't put toys in a burrito. We've already decided that McDonald's wins, but I think that's Jack no, that's not Jack. That's George. I think George is Chris Burkholder. You don't put toys in a burrito. That is definitely the winning argument there. We got lots for Subway. Tim Hortons. Ian says, this is making me hungry. I agree. Subway. Yeah, it's George. Awesome. Subway is cheap and good. All right. Subway takes the cake. Even though they don't have cake at Subway. If they had cake at Subway, would you order that? Like, would you get like a foot-long Italian, something, and instead of getting cookies, you got cake? Would that be an option? Luke says, I'm eating right now. I'm going to come back with some bear paws. Okay. Right on. Okay, let's find out what's up next. Okay, this is a big one for me. Popeyes and Chick-Fil-A. Now, exclusively Chick-Fil-A was an American fast food chain up until 2020, last year, where they opened up, or maybe it was 2019, they opened up a Chick-Fil-A in Toronto. Two of them, one downtown and one in the Yorkville Mall. And soon, not soon enough, but soon, there will be one in Kitchener by the movie theaters and the Fairway Mall. Let's see what we got so far. The cake, Subway, Sammy. Oh man, that would be nasty. Chick-fil-A. Popeyes has salty biscuits. I like the biscuits. I mean, I really do love Popeyes. I've never had Chick, so I say Popeyes. Jesus points for Chick-fil-A. I agree. Okay, we're going with Chick-fil-A, guys. Shout out to all my real ones in the chat who were voting for Chick-fil-A. You know who you are. They have lemonade. They do have lemonade. The thing about Chick-fil-A as well is the customer service is bar none. You just can't compete. They walk over to your table and ask if you want a refill, and then they bring you a new cup. It's just incredible. And every time you say thank you, they are ordered to say my pleasure. So I dare you, if you ever get the chance to go to a Chick-fil-A, see if you can get one of the employees to say you're welcome instead of my pleasure. I've tried and I've failed miserably many times. Hey, this is how much I love Chick-fil-A. I've driven twice to the States specifically just to get Chick-fil-A and come back. The only reason. We drove all the way there. It took about 4.5 hours. It's in Ohio, the closest one before they put one in Toronto. And then we ate, and then we came back. It was good. It's that good. Okay, next up, we got Taco Bell versus A&W. Let us know in the chat. Taco Bell versus A&W. What do we got? Some Taco Bell fans, some A&W fans. Well, this one might be right down the center. All right, somebody give me a reason why A&W should win, and somebody give me a reason why Taco Bell should win. And I'll be back. Okay, Taco Bell gives you an upset stomach. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's true. Maddie's not allowed to eat Taco Bell. A&W has mass. Price to volume. A&W likes the environment. They use paper straws. Okay, anybody that voted for Taco Bell, I haven't seen a benefit here. I mean, both greasy, so does it really matter? Taco Bell because one, bad job last, and it's tacos. Tacos are good. All right, guys, I think we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna go and put up A&W for this one. Good job. Okay, next up we got Wendy's versus Burger King. This should be an easy one. We should not have to waste any time on this. Wendy's versus Burger King. Let me know. Rest in peace, Taco Bell. Wendy's all the way. Wendy's. Burger King. Joseph, did you just say that for fun, or you really like Burger King more? You like BK Lounge better than Wendy's? Wendy's all the way. I can't let down my homie. Have I mentioned Sandy has worked there for 4 years? Joseph means it. I kind of want to revoke your prize, Joseph, because you said BK Lounge. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that horrible of a person. But I was this close. All right, guys. I think Wendy's takes it for that one. You know, I'm not even going to lie here. I went to the dentist today. And on my way home, I got some Wendy's for dinner, and it was delish. I loved it. It was so good. Got myself a spicy chicken, and can't beat it. It was great. Okay, moving on. What do we got next here? Next up, we got Little Caesars versus KFC, and if you live in Stratford, they happen to be in the same plaza. So, which one do you think is better? And somebody make sure you write in a reason why. Why is KFC better than Little Caesars, or the other way around? Let me know in the comments. Little Caesars, reason, pizza. Okay. KFC is my childhood. Ian was born out of KFC, I'm pretty sure. Little Caesars, cuz KFC kills chickens way more, like a gross amount. Garlic strips, though. Yep. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, no more dead chickens. Unless they're chicken burgers from Chick-Fil-A. Little Caesars has no variety. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned the hot and ready part. Like, talking about best fast food, like, you walk in there and you leave and your pizza's in your hand before you've paid most times. Exposed. It's just pizza. All right, guys. I need one more good argument from each side, and then I'm going to make my decision here. Little Caesars is speedy. Some good terminology there to execute your point. The Pizza Portal. Almost sounds like Pizza Planet. I wish Pizza Planet was a real place, because that would definitely be on the list. Shout out Toy Story. Welcome to Pizza Planet. Hot and ready, more like hot. Oop. And lame. Got him. Their Caesar looks like Fred Flintstone. At least the name is cool. I vote Little Caesars. They should make a big Caesars. Oh man, this is getting out of hand. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to go with I don't know. I'm not convinced of either yet, guys. I'm not convinced of either. Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes and you guys vote again, and whoever I look at first wins. Okay, go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little Caesars. All right, Little Caesars is the winner. All right, next up, we got Five Guys versus Pita Pit. Five Guys versus Pita Pit. So this is going to be an interesting one, because those are polar opposites. You know, Pita Pit's more on the healthy side, but it's not really good for it. Five Guys is on the delish side, and it's definitely not healthy for you. Oh my goodness. Pita Pit, neither. Pita Pit has never got my order right. That's interesting, because you tell them what to put on. Like, you watch them do it. That's some bad luck right there. I mean, Ian Broadhagen, I'm with you, man. Five Guys is hardcore, man. Five Guys is next level. Their burgers are delish. They have free peanuts. Like, I can't believe everyone's saying Pita Pit, but we have to be fair to the audience here, Ian. I wonder if people are voting Pita Pit because they haven't been to Five Guys, because it's not that's not a local chain here in Stratford. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the most votes there. So Pita Pit takes the win, unfortunately. Okay, moving on to the next one. Dairy Queen versus Harvey's. Now this is an interesting one, because Dairy Queen does technically have fast food. I think it's absolutely terrible, and they should just stick to what they do. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Dairy Queen or Harvey's? I gotta blow my nose, guys. Be right back. Too much info. Frings, yes. DQ, Harvey's. Dairy Queen, we have enough burgers. Give us some ice cream. But I mean, like, DQ should stick with ice cream. I agree. And the ice cream's not even really that good. Like, we have so many great local ice cream places in town that it's not even, you can't even compare Jen and Larry's. Like, Jen and Larry's just drives them right to their grave. Like, DQ can't compete with real ice cream places. Oh, Maddie's got a good point here. DQ, you pay $10 for for IKEA $1 cone quality. Yeah, that's very true. That's a very good part. Harvey's does have a better burger. I mean, they're fresh. They grill them right there for you. Harvey's is literally better. Ben thinks it's literally better. All right, guys, give me one more reason from each team, Team Harvey's and Team DQ. Let me know in the comments which one should move on. Okay, let me read these here. No one else has it that you can get onion rings and fries in one container. That's next level. Harvey's, you can choose what's on the burger. Feel like when you use the word literally, it has to win. Good point. Always in the mood for Harvey's. Agreed, Isabel. Always in the mood. Deep fried pickles. Is that a DQ thing? Harvey's makes your hamburgers a beautiful thing. Right on. Harvey's has cinnamon sugar donuts. It's a dead cow. Agreed. Deep fried. All right, guys. I think we have found the answer. Harvey's is taking the win for that one. Harvey's taking the win. Okay, we've got through our very first round. We have 3 more rounds to go. So we're back up at the top again. Let me know in the comments. We're down to McDonald's and Subway. This is going to be a big deal for a lot of people. So make sure you have some strong pieces of evidence portrayed in the comments. Let me know. Is your vote for McDonald's or is your vote for Subway? And let me know why. Those are big factors. If you let me know why you think one is better than the other, there's a better chance of that one moving on. We got Natasha Williams in the chat right now. Natasha, that was awesome. You did a great job in some time with Ben. It was good to see you. DQ is expired cow milk. Subway, McDonald's, Subway. Don's all the way. McDonald's because of the options, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. Subway because you don't throw up after you're done eating it, says Jackson. Subway. I've never heard of Subway. We're talking about Subway. Phineas is talking about Subway. It's like the black market Subway. Subway. Ian makes a good point. Ian Elliott's talking about, Don's, you got toys as a kid. Subway ain't giving you no toys. People are just saying Subway, but they're not giving me any reasons here. Subway because you can build your own Sammy. That's a good point. What else we got? Subway. There's lots of Subway fans in the comments, but nobody's saying a lot here. You are Italian. Does McDonald's have an Italian menu? And everything is spelled wrong, by the way. Love you, Phineas. That was great. That was... You and your brother have this gift, this little piece in your brain, this gift that lets you come up with great examples and funny things to say on the spot, just like that. You guys are hilarious. Don't get hungry after eating Subway. McDonald's, it goes right through you about after an hour, and then you're hungry again. Subway, because they got cookies and Sammy's. What do you need more in life? Okay. All right, guys. We'll make Subway next. Subway takes the win. Okay, here we go. Chick-fil-A and A&W. Chick-fil-A and A&W. Who's the winner in this one? We got to go quick on this one, so we're going to go whoever's got the best reason. They in the chat, whoever's got the best reason in the chat, let me know, and that team wins, moves on. You got 30 seconds though. 30 seconds. A&W, I guess, because I haven't had Chick-fil-A. Bad reason, Ben. Vicky says because Tom Holland. I think that's the dude from Spider-Man, right? A family menu of burgers, Ian says. That's a good reason. Chick-fil-A is fun to say. Hey, that rhymes. A&W is great poutine. A&W free Wi-Fi and free root beer day. Elena, dropping the hammer. Free root beer day. Jackson Martin, they are closed on Sunday. True, the Lord's Day. They respect it. A&W ain't respecting the Lord's Day, Jackson, are they? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Natasha saying the big root beer mugs are sick. They are, and they come frosted. Oh, this is so difficult. Root beer is gross. It's worth the drive. Root beer is not gross, Victoria. Root beer is not gross. No respect. And Sandy's here. The Sandman. Chick-fil-A has waffle fries. Yes. Don't be biased, Carlo. I'm not. I'm just looking for the best reason. And we've got some pretty convincing ones on both sides. All right, Sandy, you just joined. Actually, Sandy, did you just join? If you did just join, say yes or no in the comments. Okay, that kind of screws up my plan. Sandy, I was going to get you to just pick one, and you picked Chick-fil-A, and we're just going to go with that for the sake of time. A&W comes in a real close second, though. So, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, next up we got Wendy's and Little Caesars. Wendy's and Little Caesars. Who is going to take this one? We got to be real quick, okay? So, Wendy's versus Little Caesars. Let me know in the comments. Chick-fil-A is Jesus approved. Agreed. I ain't eating no sinful burger. Wendy's, 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 Wendy's. Wendy's, 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 Wendy, Wendy's, the Frosties. That hasn't even been talked about yet, Natasha. Good point. Little Caesars. We got a few Little Caesars homies in the house. Wendy's has more variety. Customer service is on point at Wendy's, not to mention their 100% Canadian, never frozen beef. All right, we're going to go with Wendy's. I think that was a real easy one. Ooh, wrong one. Wendy's takes the cake. Okay. Pita Pit versus Harvey's. These are both really great places if you feel a little more healthy and you want fast food. Let us know in the comments. We got to finish up here quickly. Let us know in the comments what should move on. Should it be Pita Pit or should it be Harvey's? Who will know? You will in a second once you vote, because every vote counts. Isaac, oh man, that sucks that you have to restart your computer, but glad it's working now and that you're back. We're voting for the best fast food, Isaac, so if you want to put your vote in, right now we're voting for Harvey's or Pita Pit. Which one should move on? Harvey's poutine at 11 a.m. or p.m. is such a vibe. Isaac says Harvey's. We're going with Harvey's, guys. Isaac knows his stuff. All right, we are at the semifinals here. We got 4 fast food chains left. Who will be the winner? Semifinals: Subway versus Chick-Fil-A. I feel bad about this one because I think I know what's about to happen because most of you haven't eaten one of these restaurants or at one of these restaurants. But let me know. What do you think? What should move on? Subway or Chick-Fil-A? Subway or Chick-Fil-A? Wow, lots of votes for Chick-fil-A. Lots and lots of votes for Chick-fil-A from Bethel Church, Stratford. Subway has a special place in my heart, says Phineas. Man, one day, guys, we're going to do a trip to Chick-fil-A. One day we're going to do a trip to Chick-fil-A. But for now, we will admit defeat, and Subway can take the win on that one. All right, next up, Wendy's versus Harvey's. This is going to be an interesting battle here. Wendy's, versus Harvey's. Atticus, I'm with you, man. Atticus, me and you and anybody else that votes for Chick-fil-A, the moment we're allowed, I will drive you to Chick-fil-A and buy it for you. So I see Atticus. I see Ian Broadhagen. Phineas can't come because he voted for Subway. Lots of votes for Wendy's. Sandy is 110% biased. This is actually kind of hard to read because they both end in YS. Or EYS. Nope, just YS. Okay, I might need a reason on this one. Give me a reason. Why is Harvey's better or why is Wendy's better? You guys got 15 seconds. George says, come on, Sandy is watching. Wendy's because Sandy works there. That is a great reason. Mila is saying custom burgers at Harvey's. Custom. Like, that is a great word to represent their way of making fast food. Wendy's has the $1 ice cream. It's not even ice cream, but it is really good. Phineas says, I love Chick-fil-A. I just need my Subway, Carlo. Well, you can enjoy your Chick-fil-A while I take your brother to... you can enjoy your Subway while I take your brother to Chick-fil-A one day, which might be a long time from now. Frosties in the summer, and they're cheap. Wendy's is way better because you know what you're going to get. Whenever I go to Harvey's, Whenever I go to Harvey's, what I get always depends on who's making it. Wendy's is home and always will be. That was heart. That was like some real stuff right there, man. Only Chick-fil-A road trip for those who voted for Chick-fil-A. I'm pretty sure I counted myself, Atticus, and Ian Broadhagen. Wendy's because you get your food faster. All right, we're going with Wendy's, guys. Sorry, Harvey's fans, but Wendy's takes a win there. We are down to the final round. Subway versus Wendy's. Which is the best fast food? It's up to you. You got to let me know. And here's the thing. Every vote counts in this moment. Every vote counts. So let us know. What's the best fast food? Is it Subway or is it Wendy's? Let me know in the comments. Go. Not funny, Joseph. And your mom could probably see that. And you'll get grounded. Because that's what happens. Subway, they got cookies and Sammy's. Oh, we got lots of Wendy's people now. Or the same person putting Wendy's in a bunch. Always eat fresh. Molly's voting Subway. Subway. Ben says, this is where I disagree with my bro and vote Subway. Oh, man. Okay, guys, give me the reason. Give me the reason. Not up for debate. Wendy's is better. It's the same as Harvey's. Subway is simply unpredictable and usually end up in a saucy mess. Baconator, single, spicy chicken, or quick, easy, simple. Would you rather eat yummy Subway all your life or yummy Wendy's and die? Oh my gosh. There are cookies at Subway. I see that, Jack. Guys, I'm torn. I'm totally torn. I don't know what to do here. I know what to do. I know what to do. We're gonna put a pause on this, and we're gonna put a pause on this just for a minute as we come back, and I'm gonna open up Zoom here because we're gonna be doing a Zoom call with some of our friends. I am going to wait for them to come in, though. Anyone having a good time tonight? Let me know if you're having a good time in the chat. Figuring out what the best fast food is a pretty important thing. Like, it's a pretty important question. A few moments later. We're not doing a Zoom call. I'm doing a Zoom call live with some of our friends. And you'll be able to see it here on your screen in just a few minutes. Just waiting for them to hop on. There we go. Can you guys hear me? As in you two on Zoom? You can hear me? Okay. but I don't know if I can hear you guys. All right, we're going to try this. I got so many screens going on right now. I'm going a little loopy. Okay, where's...
So right here.
Oh, that didn't work. Now it's frozen. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Close
Yeah, that's
that
kind
one.
of better.
My goodness. You can't hear us?
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yay, we got it figured out. Awesome. Okay, guys, it's so good. Look at that tan, y'all. You guys are looking tanned. You're
This boy
looking
doesn't wear
tan.
sunscreen.
Nope.
This boy don't wear sunscreen. That's hilarious. Here, I got to do something real quick, and then we'll catch up in just a second. Hey, as I just fixed this thing on my computer, I need your info. I don't know if you've been tuning in online in the live stream or not, but we've been trying to figure out what the best fast food restaurant is, and we're down to Wendy's versus Subway, and we're like dead like in the middle. Like we got to know from you guys who's the best. Is it Subway or is it Harvey's?
Harvey's?
Sorry, not Harvey's. Subway or Wendy's?
Subway or Wendy's? I mean, Subway, you can like put whatever you want on it. Wendy's, you're gonna just get what you're gonna get. So, I'd say Subway probably. Yeah.
I think your microphone is cutting in and out. Are you guys on a laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you better now. Try again. Just say
I said
anything.
Subway.
Subway?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Olivia? What's your vote?
It's hard because Subway has the cookies, but Wendy's has the Frosties.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I'd probably say Subway.
Subway? You guys are both on the Subway train then? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. We have a winner. Subway is the winner. We will add a point to Subway. And now I know what I'm going to get for dinner tomorrow, which was one of the most important parts, right? Okay. Right on. Guys, it's so good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to do 10 things on my computer at once, but I think I got it figured out now. It's so good to see you. I wanted to have you guys on because, first of all, I miss you very, very much. Dearly. Miss you guys. Been doing my best to catch up on the Insta to see what you guys are up to. And you look like you all are having a blast. I remember last year when we first chatted a little bit about this adventure you guys were thinking about going on. And I was like, man, I see it happening, even amongst COVID, even amongst world wide lockdowns and restrictions. You guys still were faithful to the call that God has put you on, this journey, this quest. And I mean, how can you say no to Hawaii? Like there's not really any cons to this thing going on right now. But just let me pull it up in the comments here. Anybody excited to see Zach and Olivia right now through Zoom, through YouTube Live? Let me know if you miss these guys. Let them know if you miss them. Hopefully people say I miss you, because then that would be really awkward, but I think they're going to say it. I miss you. I know I miss you terribly. But I wanted to just check in with you guys. And, you both now are graduated high school, and we have a lot of students now that are either just going into high school over the next year, or just joined high school this past year or in junior high. And they are following kind of in your footsteps. So you guys have been part of Bethel students and the youth ministry at Bethel for quite a few years. And now you've kind of moved on from that part of life and you're going after the next adventure of what God has for you. So I just wanted to catch up and then just kind of had a couple questions. Would love to pick your brain on some stuff because y'all are adults now. Okay. Y'all, you got to be responsible.
Wow.
Don't drive too fast. Be nice to your parents at all times. Okay. You're adults now. So, couple things. Maybe it's the same answer for both of you. Maybe it's different, but I'd love to hear from both of you. Where did this all start? Like, where did this idea of Hawaii and Ywam, and maybe you want to let people know what Ywam is for those that don't. So whoever wants to go first, like, where did this start for you guys?
I'll start. So Ywam is Youth with a Mission, and they have bases all over the world, actually, which is super, super cool. So we're involved with the one in Hawaii. And I heard about it actually because people I worked at camp with went and did the program we're doing. So we're doing a program called Kokua Crew, which is through Ywam, but it's not part of the university. Like, we're not going to school for a discipleship training program. We're just serving and volunteering here. So we serve the students and staff on campus. That's like kind of our jobs. We serve in different departments. But
Cool.
yeah.
So
I always wanted to do something with traveling, so
you guys own money in your pockets and whoever else helped you to get to this location. So you're not really getting anything out of it. Yeah, you're going to have a fun time. You're going to meet some new friends. You're going to get tan. You might surf. Pretty cool. But you're going there on your own money to serve other people. And you don't even get like a little piece of paper or certificate that says, I passed this course. That's pretty unique. I don't know a lot of people that have been willing to do that. And that's pretty cool. So that's really awesome. Ywam, Youth with a Mission. So Olivia, you said that you had some friends that have done this before or knew about it and it kind of sparked some interest.
So yeah, they did it and they spoke like really highly of the program and they kind of like related the experience to like living at camp because you're like living with like guys and girls and like in a Christian community. So it was like super fun and you kind of get the independence away from your parents, but you're also like in a safe space, which is like super awesome.
I'm sure there's lots of people in the comments saying right now, I want to live in Hawaii away from my parents.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Zach, what about you? Where did this all start for you, dude?
Actually, for me, it was actually from living in a family that I got to know about Wyland. So like, after I graduated, I was talking to my parents, and I thought this would be a good time to do a mission trip.
I think the mic might be cutting out for you. I
Can
don't
you
know
hear
if
me
it
now?
just. Yes, now I can.
You know? Okay, I'll just be closer. So yeah, so I pretty much what told me about it for Wyland, and at this point in my life, I wanted to do some sort of mission trip before I go into school.
Okay, now I can't hear you anymore. I'm so sorry. I know you're deep in thought and telling me the story, and I want to hear it. But
is it good now?
Okay, are you guys on a laptop? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in the top left corner is it, or are you on a Mac or PC?
Nope.
Okay, so do you know how to open up the audio preferences in Zoom?
It's actually on the bottom right.
Yeah.
So if you open that up, and under the audio tab, there's a place that says microphone. You see that? Any luck? Do you see that there? No? Okay, that's okay. Maybe just keep looking for it. Maybe Olivia can look for it as you talk, Zach. There's a place where it will say suppress background noise. And if you find that, you want to turn that to low. What that does is, like, Zoom has this built-in thing that when you're talking, it like opens up the gate. And when you stop talking, it closes the gate and gets rid of all the noise. But sometimes that it does it on your voice. So it would be under like preferences or settings in the Zoom app on your computer. George Burkholder really wants some Jeopardy music, he says.
Maybe, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's just really like quiet. I don't know why. It wasn't for Olivia.
Okay, we have the background noise. So
Maybe just type in what you're saying, just 'cause I can't hear you at all.
okay.
That Hawaii Wi-Fi.
Oh, now can you hear me now?
Just a little bit.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Barely. Why don't you tell Olivia what you wanted to say and she could say it for you?
What, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wait,
Totally
what?
fine. Okay,
Wait.
now I can hear you.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, just be really loud. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay.
just-
Okay.
Okay.
it looks like it's not.
I'm
It's
gonna talk
daytime
really
there.
loud so you hear me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Zach. You were saying.
What as I was saying, I learned about the program in my family, and after I graduated, I really wanted to do like a trip of some sort before I go to school, and I heard about Ywam and just about like the group and stuff, and even though I'm not a part of like after school here, I'm really glad I joined. It's really stuff for the university here, so we kind of do like everything odds and ends. So like I'm on maintenance and doing cleaning for one of the buildings here, and
Cool.
so it's another way of serving, and I'm so blessed to be here and just be able to serve for this program. Such an amazing thing to see students from around the world come and worship together, and it's pretty incredible, like the different campuses, not just even here, but just like around the states and Canada too, and how it's reached out. So I'm really happy that I joined and I'm a part of this program. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Okay, I heard you faintly, but I don't know if people on the internet heard you, so I'm going to try and turn up your microphone at all if I can. I don't know if I can turn it up anymore.
Oh, the mic might be on my side.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Gosh. Okay, so no wonder you.
the mic is on my side. So,
Yeah, no, it's okay. Perfect. Now we can hear you better. Okay, so just to catch everybody up that's watching online, Zach was mentioning that he had heard it from Olivia. You guys talked about it, maybe even at youth at some points, right?
Wow.
And then you're just like, I want to do it. I want to check it out. And now you guys are both in Hawaii serving. You've put your own money where your mouth is to get there, flights and all the accommodations and stuff like that. And I'm just really proud of you guys. I've thought about you so much lately, and just seeing your posts, and not just the having fun part, even though I envy you very, very much so. I've always wanted to learn how to surf. So I'm like, anytime I see somebody near waves in the ocean, I'm like, I'm super jealous. That's really cool. Okay, so tell you, how long have you guys been there for so far? How many weeks has it been now?
this is week 4.
Week 4. Okay, so you've been there for a month. And how long are you staying there for?
3 months technically. So this term ends on March 27th, but there is an option to extend if they offer it to us. And then we would stay for another 3 months until June.
Cool. Right on. So this could be a quarter of the year, or it could be like half of the year. That could be a long time. Have either of you been this far away from home before? Like, have you ever traveled far?
Not for this long of a period of time, at least. Yeah, not without my parents.
Yeah. So what's it been like? And, Zach, living on the farm, I think you've been cooking your own food since you were like 2.5. But what is the transition? What has the transition been like from mom and dad doing everything for you to now you doing everything for you?
I mean, I don't feel like they've done everything for me, but um, honestly, I mean, doing your own laundry, doing the dishes, that's something my mom always makes me do. So has
Mm,
nothing's really changed. But it's definitely being farther away is something different that I'm getting used to a little bit. But it's an
yeah.
awesome experience to do this. But yeah, it's been pretty smooth. I thought it was going to be a lot more rough coming here, but no, it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Good. And Olivia, what about you? Did you do your own laundry or did your mom do it for you? Be honest.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
My mom did used to do my laundry.
Okay.
I would assist, but like we just did our laundry together.
What does
That's
assist
why.
mean? Like, did you fold? Did you take it from washer to dryer?
Yeah,
Did you
like
stand
I would
there and
just
watch?
do whatever she asked me to do, and I would like fold my own laundry and stuff,
Okay.
but I wouldn't initiate the process. Perhaps.
Right. Okay. So if she didn't start it, then you would be wearing the same dirty clothes for who knows how long, is kind of what you're
Yeah,
saying.
but no one know because I'd be at home anyways.
Right. Okay. Hey, in the comments on the YouTube live stream, I want to know if anybody's willing to be open enough to admit that their mom or dad or guardian still does their laundry. Go ahead and throw that up in the chat, and maybe I'll deliver you some Subway because that was the win. So if you're willing to do that, I might pick a winner if anybody says that their mom actually does their laundry. I find that so funny. I'm not going to lie. My mom did my laundry until I started dating Maddie. And then I used to bring my laundry to my now mother-in-law's house. Even when I moved here, the washing machine in my old apartment was broken. So I would keep it all in like a big laundry container. And then when I would go visit Maddie at her mom's on the weekend, I would do laundry at her mom's house. Sometimes her mom did the laundry. And now I'm married, and that's all I want to say. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so you guys have been there for a month. You're going to be there for 3 months, maybe more. What is something that you have learned? I know it's still early, but what is something that you've learned so far on this experience that you've never learned before? Like something new that maybe God has taught you in the last 4 weeks that you've been there. I know that's a big question, so if you need a second to, get the mind going, it's totally cool.
For me personally, it's like when I first heard about this program about Kakua Crew and just pretty much serving like throughout work, I didn't really think it was like that important or like it was gonna benefit at all. Especially because like it's almost two different things. Like yeah, we're there, but like we're not really part of like the school in there. So I really like at first I thought it was like, I mean, we're there just to kind of help out, but it means so much on another level. Like for what we're doing for the campus and stuff, it just like hearing the students and the staff just always like just thank us and just just bless us for what we're doing. It just like in their words of just encouragement, just saying like how much it means for Kakua Crew to be here and serve. It means so much, and it's on another level and that I never really thought about. But yeah, what we're doing here is just important, and it just took me some time to realize that at first. But no, I'm super glad to be here and doing this.
Cool.
But,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Olivia, what about you?
For me, it's definitely just like what Zach was saying, like even the smallest roles are like necessary and needed. And it's something you really notice. And it's like crazy how like thankful people are for us because it doesn't always feel like you're doing a lot or like it might seem small to you, but other people are like, you don't understand. Like, this is so amazing and stuff. But I feel like God's been teaching me a lot about obedience. Like even to like come here and some things are like a little bit out of my comfort zone. So just like listening to him when he's like talking to me and telling me things to do, like I've definitely felt a lot more comfortable like praying for people and like even like the smallest little things and just being like, oh, I feel like yeah, God's telling me I need to pray for this person or just like go talk to this person, go sit with this person. So it's like you really, yeah, I don't know. That's just something like just being obedient to what he's saying because he always proves right. And it's like if I'm not going to do it, like who will? And like I feel like I'm being asked to do these things for a specific reason. So yeah.
Yeah, obedience is that's a big word, right? And I don't know if you guys saw last week we kind of unveiled what the word that I believe that God gave for us as a youth group. That word was to be committed. The word committed coming from the Psalms, what it means, commit your whole life to the Lord. And I mean, you can't commit without following up and being obedient. So kind of the same thing that God is teaching us this year as a youth group has continued to you guys somewhere else in the world in Hawaii. And I just think that's super cool. Okay, you're in Hawaii. What has been your favorite adventure so far? I'm sure there's going to be so many more to come, but I've seen some real fun pictures that I wish I could be a part of while I'm stuck here in the 10 feet of snow in my driveway and you guys are out on the beach. So what has been your favorite adventure so far in Hawaii?
You go first.
So a couple weeks back, me and a couple other workers here, we went to a volcano actually. So it was on the other side of the island, and for the first time, I got to see a volcano with my own two eyes. So it was pretty sick. Though it wasn't active, it was just kind of cool to see it because it's over time it sinks down, like the ground sinks down, and it was like a good 50, 60 feet down. Like it was a big drop. But there's a lot of history there on that island, so I got to get a piece of that. So I'm sure my mom will be proud of me because she's told me that she wants me to see the volcano, so I got that done. I got that checked off my list. So
that's cool, man. Now,
yeah.
You say it wasn't active. Is it something that's already passed, or it's a volcano that's going to happen, that's going to erupt a number of years from now?
It's already erupted before. Honestly, I'm not too sure how early, when the last time it did erupt, but I was told that it did erupt a while ago. But yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool though.
That is cool. I've never seen a volcano. That's lit.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Olivia, what about you? What's been your favorite adventure so far?
I don't know. We've done so many things. Our weekends are always full of trips. That's one of the perks we get here. We pay a really small fee and they'll take us places. But one of the individual things I did is we went to this place called Green Sands Beach, which isn't that green, but it's kind of green. But it's actually a 4-kilometer hike across this dirt and rocks and stuff, and we didn't realize how long it was when we started, but there's no turn back. So we hiked all the way to this beach, it's basically in a valley. You have to climb down this big slope of sand even just to get to a flatter part. And then the waves were massive there too, so you're just in the water getting absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
But it was just so gorgeous, and I do like to hike and stuff. So I just thought it was a beautiful walk, and the beach was so worth it. So.
That's cool. Have either of you surfed yet? I had to ask.
I have.
Not really.
Zach, what are you waiting for, bro? Go catch some waves, man. Dye your hair blonde. Become a surfer.
I did go wakeboarding.
That's fun.
We were on separate trips, so once I heard they went surfing, I was oh man, I missed it. So I have to wait till we do that again. But I did go wakeboarding. There was one wave that I did with my friend, and it was 12 feet up, and we were at the crest of the wave right when it curls, and we hit the ground so hard, we just smacked. It hurt. My buddy thought he snapped his back because it was so bad, but no, it was so thrilling. But yeah, that was probably the most adventurous I got right there.
Right on.
So,
hopefully you guys get to go surfing again, catch some waves.
It's harder than it looks. Bro.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's so hard.
I had a youth pastor friend who had just moved back to BC. He pastored in BC, and then he moved here, and then he just moved back, and he surfs, and he's super good at it. And he was going to teach me this past summer until, of course, the beaches got shut down and all that kind of stuff. And he would surf in Kincardine and Grand Bend, which is ice cold. So it's not like surfing in Hawaii. And I have a friend who's a former student of mine from the church I grew up at, and he surfs Lake Ontario. He went yesterday. it's nuts. So I don't know if I could commit to Ontario or Canadian lakes, but I would love to learn how to surf in somewhere warm like Hawaii. Okay, talked a little bit about what it is you guys have been doing, how you got there, your favorite thing so far. What has been the hardest moment so far? I'm sure there might be, hopefully not, but some more to come. What's been the most difficult thing over the last month on your trip with Ywam?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Which is good because it must be a good trip.
Yeah, honestly, it's hard to think because like honestly, so far it's been amazing. I've loved every second of it. I'm sure there'll be moments that will come up like that, but honestly, right now it's like I feel like it's been good. It's like the connections here, like the friendships that we have that are bonding here, like the work, just the whole program in general is just amazing. And they treat us so great here. So like honestly, there's nothing really I can think of that that would be bad right now. But you know, there's probably going to be trials up the road, like you know maybe missing home or just maybe the work. But yeah, but right now God's been good with what we have here. So yeah.
Cool. Right on. Hey, that's awesome. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah.
Most challenging part for me, yeah, okay, just being a girl, because we live off the YWAM base, we live in a separate, like, housing community where we own, like, the 9 buildings that are separate from, like, the public, but we're not, surrounded by, like, other people. I can't really, like, walk anywhere alone. Like, being, like a female, not that I'm trying to degrade myself, but
No, I understand what
that's
you're saying.
unfortunate. Yeah, to like walk down to the pier, which is only like a 6 or 7 minute walk, and we go to like this hotel where we play spike ball and stuff, or even just like to grocery stores. You like I can't really walk anywhere alone, which is unfortunate. So if I want to go meet people, I need to like find a buddy to go walk with me, and I feel like a part of me is kind of like worried, but it's been good so far and nothing has happened to like any of us. But for me, that's just kind of been challenging because it's like, oh, I want to go do this, but I need like I can't go alone, so I can't go do that.
Yeah, and that could be so like countercultural to maybe the experience of the places you've lived growing up in like Stratford and Baden and stuff like that. Like I remember when I went on a missions trip in college to the Dominican Republic, it was the same thing. And even it was actually like nobody was allowed, like especially women, but like I wasn't even allowed just to go and like wander to, you know, to the store down the road and buy like a fun hat or like a keepsake or something like that and bring home. You always had to go in pairs at minimum, or with a buddy or one of the leaders. So that is a real thing, and that can definitely be a bit of a culture shock, right? That could be a little bit difficult. Okay, it's been so good to see you guys. I don't want to keep you forever, even though it's still bright outside. So, you know, you guys got like at least 5 or 6 more hours of warmth and sun before the sun goes down. But I do want to ask you a couple things, because now you guys are, you've you know, Zach, you've been all 4 years with me since I became the youth pastor at Bethel, right? So like you were my first student, and you were one of the first students to graduate that I see you all the way through 9 to 12. And so there's a special place in my heart for you, buddy. And then on the other side, Olivia, we got to meet and connect for the first time, I think it was about 2 years ago, maybe a little over 2.
Yeah, yes. Grade 10 maybe for me?
Yeah, so like halfway through. So both of you guys have had a good substantial part of the youth ministry. You've come to multiple different events. We're in a different season now. We don't have the luxury of Overflow or Winter Retreat, and I was so bummed out that we didn't get to do that. Right now, we don't even have the luxury of meeting together. Like we have to be online, and we're YouTubing live this right now, right? So in your mind, why was youth important to you? Why was showing up on Wednesday important to you? Like why were you committed? Why did you come all the time? Like you could have made more money on Wednesday at a job. You could have hang out with other people. I'm sure there's a list of other things you could have been part of, maybe extracurriculars at school, but why was Wednesday that important to you that you made it a priority to be there?
One word is family. like the family we have at youth is something that like I always cherish forever when I was at youth. Just because like you can always bounce stuff off of other people and connect in a different way. And sure, we had our fun times together and just hung out, but like you can also have those really important moments of like just being honest with each other and just share what each other might be going through, and you have somebody to kind of lean back on in a sense. That and also like just worshiping with everybody is just amazing. Just to see everybody grow in their faith and their walk with God at such a young age is pretty inspiring, honestly, because not a lot of people at that age are willing to give their life to God. And it's sad to see, but it's awesome to see these students at youth come to know God on another level and just be able to connect. So I feel that's like inspiring in itself, and that's why I love youth. It's just reaching out to young people and seeing them walk from there. So yeah.
Love that, man. Family. That's totally what we've been aiming for 4 years, is to make it feel like you're part of a family when you show up on Wednesday. So I'm so glad that that has been true to you, and I'm sure so many others as well. Olivia, what about you? What's been the reason why you were here for 2 years, maybe over 2 years? Why did you show up on Wednesday?
Well, Zach actually just said it so well. Family is the word, and relationships. Especially because, like, going to school, I go to public school, so everyone that I hang out with or like am acquainted with aren't always believers.
Mm-hmm.
But by going to youth, it's almost like having like a guaranteed, like kind of encouraging friendship where you'll have people who are like struggling or going through the same things as you, and it's like a comfortable space to like talk about things. And so I think it's just so nice to get to know everyone, and like the age range too, because it's not just people your age. It could be people like 2 or 3 years older than you, and also 2 or 3 years younger than you, depending on where you're at. So it's kind of nice to be able to like mingle through like the different ages and like talk to each other, because like I don't know, on a Sunday maybe you're not always like as brave to just go talk to somebody else at church, but like at youth you're more comfortable and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go like do it and stuff.
Yeah.
And the worship always prime. Like we have such a good youth group. Like I'm so sorry you guys can't meet in person right now, and that's like one of my favorite things is always our worship, because we're just so lucky to have like such talented students. Zach being one of them. Side note, he actually plays piano and does worship here, and he sings.
Yeah, he does. Film it and send it to me.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
what
awesome.
I love the most. Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. And yeah, that's just something that has been an important part of me and my experience when I was 15. I really felt part of a family at the youth group I grew up at, and that allowed me to better understand church. It allowed me to better understand God. It allowed me to better understand what Christianity was all about. It was a great segue to the truths of Jesus. And I'm glad to know that has been your experience as well. It just makes me feel so good as a youth pastor. Being real right now, sometimes it's like you go through 4 years, with a student, with a person, and then you don't always really know what the outcome is, and you're like, man, did I fail? Did I not do a good job connecting? Did I miss something? Did I really screw up over here? And to hear you guys, with the amount of time that you had spent with me and with the youth group, and for you to say words like "it is my family" is like, okay, we got it. We're doing something right. That's good. So that being said, I love, this was not even planned. I'm just asking questions randomly. But you said this word family, and you talked about how being together was so important, and you wanted to show up every Wednesday because that was your fam. Like, you had your friends from school. Yes, you had even some acquaintances and stuff on Sunday, but Wednesday was where you felt like the mask could come off. You could be yourself. You were able to just laugh and have fun together and worship together, and it felt like sometimes the weight of the world felt released on Wednesdays. right? Like just for those 2 hours, it's like all the heaviness, the stress of whatever was happening is like taken off on Wednesday. So now we're in this pandemic. We've been here for almost a year. We've had a season where we couldn't meet and we were strictly on Zoom. Then we had a season where we were meeting downtown in groups of 10, if you guys remember that, in the summer. And then in the late fall, we were able to start meeting together again and have a little more, I guess, normal programming on Wednesday nights. And we were able to do a little bit of worship and some things like that. But we were still distant. We were still having to wear masks and follow all the protocols like we should. I would love for you guys, if you could you encourage those who are watching, and all y'all that are watching right now, and they're all writing in the comments, and some of it is goofy and some of it is nonsense, and then you have the other people that are paying attention, of course. But could you guys take just a few minutes, and would you encourage those that are now coming after you? You know, you guys were there, you've grown up in the youth group, and now you've moved on to the next adventure that God has for you. Not that you're not welcome back, you're always welcome back. But how can could you take a minute and just encourage the next gen, you know, like the next Olivia, the next Zach that's watching right now on YouTube Live? Could you take a moment and just encourage them in this season where youth looks so different than what we got to do together over a few years? Could you take a moment and do that?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of weird because like when we started going to youth, like we didn't have to deal with COVID and stuff, and it was nice to be able to join together. And it kind of sucks right now for some of the youth not to be able to come together as a family, which is kind of what I really loved, is to come together and worship and do all that. So I'd say like for like your future, just keep pressing into God, just asking Him what He has in store, and just be willing to give your plans up for Him. Because like personally for me, it's really tough to do that because I feel like I need to have everything planned out. Like I need to have this. But just like one thing I've been really thinking about is just like letting God do what He wants, especially for me here. Like just giving my time in serving just for whatever He wants or whatever He has planned. But yeah, just let Him work. Just let Him do what He wants to do in your life. And don't let your flesh or your earthly thoughts define what your future is going to be. Let Him take control of that, and just really trust in what He has planned, because He has an amazing plan for each and every one of us, and it's going to be different, but we just got to trust Him in doing so. So
that's awesome. Thanks, man. That's good.
Yeah, I also just want to we talked about how something that was super important to us was like the relationships that you can build through youth. And even though you guys can't meet in person right now, I highly encourage you to reach out to people, because I mean, you're doing live right now, but if you ever go back to do Zoom calls, it's don't be afraid to text someone and get to know them, because right now that's kind of all we have at the moment. So don't be afraid to reach out if you need help or you need prayer, because these people are here for you, whether it's in person or over the phone. So yeah, that's something that's super important. And just I used to have to pray for patience sometimes, especially during COVID. I went through a phase where I refused to go on Zoom because I was just done. I was doing 3 or 4 calls a week. And I just hated being on my computer all the time, even though that was the only way we could communicate. But just I just used to pray for patience, and this time will pass. God has big plans for all of you and everyone in the future. Everything clearly is happening for a reason, and I think we're going to come back from this even stronger. So just keep praying, do whatever you need to do to get through this and to deal with it. And yeah, I just encourage you to stay involved, and eventually if this ever gets back in person, please go to youth and build relationships and have fun and get involved, because it's so fun.
Good. Awesome. Hey, thanks guys for taking some time out of your trip to Hawaii to spend with us today. It's just been awesome seeing you guys again, even though we're not in person. This is been the next best thing, being able to see your faces, the smile on your faces, the tan on your faces, and hear the awesome stories about how God is just continuing to be faithful and work through you. I know that the students that are watching now are saying the same thing, that they miss you guys, and they have been very thankful for your time today, encouraging them and letting them know some of the stories. You can say no to this, but I just put it out there anyways, that you guys aren't like, it's not that you can't connect with your friends back home. So if anybody was wondering if they can still connect with you, they could still hit you up on Instagram, or I don't know if you use anything else. I don't, but on whatever social media platforms, if they want to connect with you guys, maybe if they have more questions about Ywam or the experience that you've been on, they could, I'm assuming, contact you guys, send you a DM, and when you guys have some free time, you could maybe let them know a little bit more info. But it's almost 9 o'clock. We got one more segment that we got to do off Zoom. But it's been so good to see you guys. Thanks so much for doing this. On a side note, and this is just from me to you, I can't wait to connect with you again soon. And whether it's through a Zoom meeting or Instagram or something like that. Okay. Love you guys. Praying for you. I mean, I'm real far away and I don't know how much you need right now, but anything that I can do to be there for you, to continue to be your pastor and leader, I'd love to do that. Okay. Proud of you guys. Have an awesome day. Go catch a wave for me. Super jealous.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we will.
Okay. See you guys. Take care.
Bye.
Take care.
Awesome. Hey, in the chat, can you throw up? No, don't. Why do I keep saying that? Can you throw up in the chat? If you've enjoyed tonight and you just loved being able to see Olivia and Zach again, can you throw up some praise hands in the chat? Maybe a yeet, maybe a woot woot. If you've been thankful for their story, hearing what God has been doing in their life, I thought this would be something else that would be neat for a change to do. Go ahead and throw that up in the chat. Why do I keep saying that? That's okay. Awesome. I'm sure they might have had this on YouTube, or they'll see it later, so they see all your comments. Lots of yeets, lots of barf emojis. Yeah, we love those guys. They're awesome. We got one more segment tonight before we call it a night. Thank you so much for being here again, for being committed to Bethel Students and Wednesdays. But let's watch some more videos that we got, okay? Your chance to shine. It's talent takeover.
To infinity and beyond. So, you've come back to die with your city. No. I came to stop you. No banner, only Hulk. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, Thor's in a cage. How did this happen? Well, sometimes you have to get captured just to get a straight answer out of somebody. You see, I'm somewhat of a hero. I spent some time on Earth, fought some robots, saved the whole planet a couple of times. Then I went searching through the cosmos for some colorful jewels, infinity stones. I didn't find any. That's when I came across a path of death and destruction, which led me here, to this cage, where I met you. How much longer do you think we'll be here? Thor, son of Odin. Surtur, son of... You're still alive. I thought my father killed you like 500,000 years ago. There is something about you. Something you carry. Something made of gold. but far more precious. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HD? Am I?
Okay, how awesome was that? Talent takeover doesn't mean that you need to play guitar and be a musician or sing. There are so many different gifts and talents. And man, Ian, I have always enjoyed your movie and character impressions. You're spot on with them, man. They're so funny, and definitely want to see some more from you. Those are so good. Why don't you right now go ahead in the comments, type what your favorite impression that Ian just did. I have to go with the Sith Lord from Star Wars. That was like spot on. That was so good. What was your favorite one? Put that in the comments. So there was Buzz Lightyear, the Sith Lord, Luke Skywalker. There was something from The Hobbit, I think. There was Thor. What was your favorite one? Jabba the Hutt was in there. Yoda. HDMI, that was the joke. Here, I'm going to play that for you again if you missed the joke.
More precious. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it.
So
Jedi. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HD? Am I?
Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome. I've enjoyed that. We want to see your talent takeovers. So if you have a talent, why don't you go ahead and film a video this week and send it to me by Tuesday next week so that we could put it in the live stream. We ended up getting 2 of them. So we're going to play another talent takeover. And I got to say, this one, I don't even know what to say about this one. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's great. Let's check it out.
And this one got to be the one. Like 1, 2, hey, let's go. Yeah. Hey. Now let me spit it with ridiculous precision. If you haven't heard about me, then I guess you haven't listened. Keep it true, I haven't either. All the thoughts in my mind talking to me all the time. Let me take a breather. COVID. I wish the boys in me could go along and just hang in peace. But our world isn't normal anymore. Honestly, it never was. But we thought that life was fine. Didn't look to see what's up. We didn't keep our distance from the sickness. We're a part of this world now. We gotta go and fix it. And I ain't talking about Corona anymore. Man, it used to be a drink. Now it feels like war. But I ain't about to hop on the sad train. We'll keep that vibe for another time when we have pain. I used to use a certain line, I had to bend the truth. Now I can honestly say I'm spitting lines in the booth. Yeah, leave it up to me to give you something entertaining when you're feeling kinda down. And I can help you if you're shaking, man. This rapping is my hobby, but it's something that I'm making day and night. I'm writing songs and maybe someday this hobby can change into a career. Man, I look at my peers and I can honestly say it's been a fun ride for years, but soon we'll go our separate ways. And we might choose to move away, but that's okay as long as we can keep in touch until we're late. Cause that's important when we're going through some stuff we can't erase. The kind of things we try to face on our own, but then we pace ourselves and then we think about our health. Man, my bar is always cold like the weather outside. Don't forget to bring a jacket when you listen to my rhymes. If it's boom bap or trap or any genre altogether, I'm a sucker for the punchlines, the sick rhymes, the fun times, the wordplay. I'm okay. Was hoping that there would be more things for me to talk about off the top of my head. My ideas spark at night when I'm lying in bed, and then I either gotta get up and I write them all down, or I leave them in my conscience and I let them all drown. There's some times that I wonder if those are the ideas that would get me to the top. If those are the ideas that would get me just to stop sitting around at home, wishing for stardom and start to actually get me there. Never mind, I'll start tomorrow. Nah, bro, you're starting now. Get to the mic and start creating, start making all the songs you can write.
I'm gonna try this. Yeah. First try. Probably not. Yeah, okay, it's noodle sauce, but now it's 2021. Yeah, we don't listen to enemies, cause God already won. In this lockdown, I need something just for fun. So I hit up my homie, I was like, let's write another one. It's just for fun, yeah, we ain't done. We still got some bars to shoot out like a gun. Please don't get stunned. Here we go, let's try to ease back with the track. You know that's the best way to get the music that slaps and just stay on track. Like Justin, I'm cracked. Don't hit my line if you don't want me to bounce back. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep the control like an Atari. You know I ain't searching like it's Safari. I don't need the validation that you get from your Ferraris, cause I got a God that provides. You and I, we both know his son died. He set us free and now I get to see him in the sky. That's no lie. Sometimes I just sit here and cry because I know I'm not worthy of all that he provides me with. Even though I'm feeling dark like a Sith, I know that he is with me, it's the heavenly bliss. Whether you like sloppy or unforeseen kiss, we both know that God's love doesn't miss. Bro, that was good. That was really good. Okay, I know I left that on a strong line, but I just want my heart to align. I've been behind, but you know I'm just trying to be kind, because my life is an offering and I want that to multiply. Yeah, okay, I mean let's start switching gears. There's something on my heart that I hope for this year, but before I go off, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm not a simp. Yeah, okay, I know he's got a plan for my life, but it'd be really nice if he provides me with a wife. The idea of love, it often keeps me up at night. I mean, it's got my heart flying high as a kite. It's hard to trust when everything isn't a must. He doesn't promise marriage, yeah, I know it ain't robust. And I'm sorry, I ain't really trying to sound sus, but sometimes the loneliness, it just hits like a bus. Okay, that's enough of my consistent rambling. I don't want to make it sound like I'm always scrambling, but sometimes life makes me feel like I'm gambling. But I know that's a moment that I need to run to my king. Dang, dude, that was good. That was good. I think this is probably my new favorite noodle sauce. God is good. God is really good. Yeah.
Okay, now you should be able to hear me. I'm choking because that was so funny. Their rap duo name, I'm crying, that was hilarious, is called Noodle Sauce. I mean, there were some rhymes in there that were I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that was great, and if you want more from Noodle Sauce, throw that up. Keep saying that. Put that in the comments, and maybe they'll make some more Noodle Sauce videos. Hey, that's all the time that we have for today. But before we are done, I want to... Where is it? I want to show you one thing that we are doing in February. Can you believe it's already or almost already February? We're doing something in February called Love Month, and we're going to be talking about what it means to love God with all our heart, soul, strength, and mind. And that comes from the scripture Luke 10, 27, to love God with everything that we are. This idea of being committed this year is the perfect segue into how we can be committed to God with everything that we are, our heart, soul, strength, and mind. So we're going to be doing something called Love Month, and not every single detail is completely set in stone yet, but I do want to let you know something special that the church is doing together is every month we're going to be working towards being a church that is generous. We want to be a church that is selfless, and we want to be able to give to all different kinds of people that are in need. So something that we're going to be committed to doing in the month of February is allowing God to create this spirit in us of being generous. We are going to be generous people. If you want to be a generous person this year, can you put that in the comments? Say commit to being generous. Can you type in generous, all caps, exclamation marks, to let me know if you're with me, if you want to be generous. I'm going to let you know a little thing that we plan on doing in February once you write that in the comments, so I know that you're with me. If you're with me, you could spell it wrong, Joseph. It's okay. Just put it in the comments, generous. Generous. Right on. Awesome. So cool to see so many of you hopping on board with this. You know, God has called us to be people that are selfless, people that give more than we take and receive, people that are willing to calls out Joe. I always call out Joe. That's how much I love him. People that are willing to give more than to receive. If that is not an act of godliness, I'm not sure what is then. But God has called us to be generous people. So I have a proposition for us, and this is going to be a big one. I don't think being generous means doing just like little things that won't cost us something. I think if we want to really truly understand what it means to be generous, to be a people of generosity, it actually has to cost us something. For you to give away something that's not going to make a big deal to you, you won't feel the effects of what it means to be generous. But if you give and it actually affects you, you will understand what being generous is all about in a deeper level. So if you're with me, you haven't wrote it yet, make sure you type in generous or some type of spelling for generous in the comments, so I know that you're with me. Here's what we're going to do. We've done this before, but I want to go all out with you guys. In February, from February 1st to, I believe, the 28th is the last day of February, maybe the 29th. I don't remember these things, okay? We are going to do our best to raise $1,000 for a local place here in town called ShelterLink. Now, maybe some of you know what ShelterLink is and some of you don't know. I realize we're a few minutes over 9 o'clock, by the way, so we're just finishing up. For Love Month, we want to raise $1,000 for ShelterLink. ShelterLink is actually where people your age who don't have homes go to stay. Maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't, but there are normally over 100 youth, people under the age of 18, that are homeless in Stratford. And everybody in the chat right now, most likely you have a roof over your head. And that is a gift. That is a privilege. And not everybody gets that. And I just think that being able to give and be generous to people your age is going to cost you something. You have the choice now to save your money, to spend it on something that you want, to order a video game off of Amazon, to go and buy Subway. You could do whatever you want. But I wanted to push you this month. And if you were serious about being committed this year, you got to put your money where your mouth is. I don't like talking about this kind of stuff, like asking for money, but I think God has called us to be generous people. And he's going to teach us something very, very, very important about being generous. And the way that we're going to do that this year is we're going to raise $1,000 to give to ShelterLink. Students from grade 7 to 12, you are going to raise $1,000, whatever means necessary. Maybe you and your friends, you're saving some money from your work if you're working. Maybe you get your parents on board. Maybe you get your neighbors on board. And you're going to be able to give online. So it's not set up yet, but once it is, I'll make sure you know. you'll be able to give through the Church Center app or online on our website. You could drop money off at the church. There will be all the same ways as giving your tithes and offerings. And if you don't do that, make sure you do that already if you have a job. Okay. So we're going to try and raise $1,000 to Shelter Link. Here's the incentive for you. Okay. By the last day of the month, okay, 11:59 p.m., last day of February, if you have raised $1,000 or plus, I will dye my hair blonde. I will go bleach blonde, and I don't know how for long or for how long, but I will dye my hair blonde as if I was a rookie hockey player. Okay, that's my incentive for you. If you want me to look like an absolute idiot, what you need to do is, along with everybody else in the chat, raise $1,000. I already see some people asking, can leaders donate? Yes, leaders can donate. I will be donating. Blonde gang, yes, I will dye my hair blonde like a hockey player. So if you are with me, if you're like, yeah, I'm going to be generous in February and I'm going to help raise $1,000 for Shelter Link, a local place here in town to help students your age have a roof over their head. I'm serious, man. Aim for 5,000 and he will do frosted tips. I would do that. If you guys raised 5,000, I would do frosted tips. I can't do pink because I have to lead worship on Sundays. And I don't want to look like that much of an imbecile, or else I probably would do it. Your beard, if we get 2,000, I'll think about it. Right now, $1,000 raised by you guys. And I will dye my hair blonde, and Maddie does not approve, but I've already said it. It's live. It's out there. So if you're with me, if you're going to commit to helping do this, you're going to help raise $1,000 for Shelter Link, local charity here in town. Go ahead and write committed to being generous up in the chat. I want to do a little bit of math here of what it would take. Okay, so right now we have 28 people watching. So if we divide $1,000 by 28, that means each of us only need to give $36. If all 28 people watching right now, you only need to give $36 each. I think that is very, very, very reasonable. Okay, so if you can give you can give $1,000 if you want. But if you are committed to being generous, let's do something awesome for our community. Let's be committed to God's call to us to be generous people. If you're with me, go ahead. I already see some people writing that. Committed to being generous. Committed to being generous and not you being bald. Right on. I don't know if I can pull off blonde. One time I dyed my hair like fire red as a joke, and I did that for like 6 months. I don't know if I can do the blonde thing. I might look like a total fool, but I said it, and that's what it is. So if it works of this, then you'll see it. Hey, I love you guys. I hope that you've had a great time tonight. If you have, let me know in the chat before we head out tonight. And I'm excited to get into Love Month next week. I believe, is next week February? Let's find out. Yes, next week. Next Wednesday will be February. So we're going to be starting Love Month. So February 1st, you'll be able to start donating towards that. And I'll probably put out some more info very soon on how you can do that if you're not sure how to give. And we're going to have a great time. So glad that you were able to join us tonight. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed hearing from your friends Zach and Olivia over in Hawaii. That was a treat. Even though we had a few technical difficulties with the microphone and stuff like that, we got it figured out. And love you guys. Miss you guys so much. We're going to be able to do more things hopefully in the future. But as for right now, we're going to continue to being committed on Wednesdays. And also, let me throw this out here one more time. We're going to put this up on the screen. If you're not joined with us doing the 21 days of prayer and fasting Devo, you can find that on the YouVersion Bible app. And then you can download it and find this Devo in the plans section. And we hope that you would join us because it's been incredible. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you have an awesome night. Thinking of you, praying for you. If you need anything, you can contact me or any of the other leaders, and we would love to partner with you and help you in any way that we can. And hope you have an awesome night, and we will see you next Wednesday. Okay, stay updated on Instagram and Facebook on our website for all the different things that are happening, so you know what's going on. And if you want to win some prizes, make sure that you participate, being committed to our youth videos. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you're still watching, what I need you to do, I'm just making this up on the spot. Next week, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a montage, and you need to do the best cosplay character. So you can't do anything inappropriate, of course, but like best Mario. So you got to figure out how to make the best costume with the stuff that you have from home, since you can't go out and buy anything. So real costumes don't count. You got to like make it from scratch somehow. Okay, so send in the best costume that you can of any character you want, from a video game, from a movie, from a TV show. Maybe it's Dwight from The Office. Been watching The Office again. Whatever you want, make sure that you send us that picture, and you can send it to me through text, Instagram, email, messenger pigeon. I mean, you could drop off a photocopy of it, whatever you want. Make sure that you participate in that, and the best one is going to get a sweet prize next week. Okay, so hope that you participate in that. Hope you've had a great night, and we will see you next Wednesday for Bethel Students Live. Okay, love you guys. Have an awesome night. Peace.